size comes from a place near Hope. We've got a song called In Hope, to which the lyrics are, in Hope I know I'm just 2 miles from home. It's just 2 miles from his house, a place called Hope. So we like that. There's also an album by a band called Wheat, called Hope and Adams. So we like that Hope and thing. So Hope was in there. And I think we feel like, we like social clubs. We felt like some, working class, northern, that seemed to be right, so Hope and social stuck really. It was kind of Hope and for a while, Hope and what's the other word? And we settled on so.
Oh, it's always understood. Oh, you push me through. Oh, you push me through. I'm a fool not to sing. Yeah. Should you give it a play?
Yeah, I think ever since we began, even before Hope and Social, even when we were 4-Day Hombre back in the day, I think our sort of web presence and our web knowledge, because 2 or 3 of us have always been people who work on the internet, sort of as our day jobs or side jobs, which have become less and less. I think we've always sort of had an eye on all that kind of thing, and it's just. I can't really overemphasise how important it's been in terms of bringing people into the band and keeping them interested. And it's just such an amazing way to communicate with people that wasn't there 10 years ago. It is incredible. As much as I slag it off all the time.
When we started 4-Day Hombre, we were very much that kind of band who would invite everyone back to ours after the gig, everyone back to ours, and we'd have a party and hang out with people. And then when we were, for a period, courted by the old record biz, we kind of took on board some advice that we should maintain a distance between audience and band. There's you have the stars and you have the audience, and you need to maintain this distance, this gulf. And we were never about that, but we kind of took it on board and did do that, and probably the worst waste of a couple of years really that we had. What we do now is that we involve people in what we do, so somewhere on the walls in here there's a list of town names that we shouted out for one of our songs, Marching On Through, where we tweeted and Facebooked and asked people to send in their towns that they wanted us to shout out at the end of the song, so that's included in the song. We are social. It's not like an add-on. It's not like we're going, right, we must.
We started doing all these events, and it kind of happened really randomly really. We had an idea to record a song in a cafe, and it ended up being down here in the crypt, so we turned the whole place into a restaurant and had like 80 people down, and we liked a lot of stuff about it. We liked the fact that we were involving all these people, all these fans in the making of a record, but we're also involving a lot of people in the organisation of it, in actually making that thing happen. And then last year we did kind of 3 or 4 kind of big events. We did the Come Down With Us thing, where we turned this place into a restaurant. We did a bus trip to the seaside, and we did the snowball, where we created like this massive community choir and launched a beer and wandered around Leeds with blue Christmas hats on, and then we did a big band gig, and we really like doing them. They're really fun to do. They're really stressful. You never think that they're going to work. It's really nice getting to involve as many people as possible in making them happen, so then people kind of feel ownership, and then the actual days themselves are just generally really fun, great days.
Hope it's always understood. Oh, you push me through. Oh, you push me through.
We've had people coming up to us afterwards or sending us comments like electronically or live, kind of saying, this is one of the best days of my life, and that's a really special thing.
What's nice about the direct-to-fan relationship we have is that it's just about a relationship between us and other people. It's all about relationships. Ed was talking at a gig he did the other week, and somebody said, somebody was talking about the music versus the fun that we have at gigs, and
You're the lighter side of life.
The first place about 6 years ago when we ran it as a competition. People could just kind of apply to have us play in their living room. We did 1 or 2, which were a bit weird, but they were just such a great... Two things really. They were a great opportunity to get new fans, because people who were already really hardcore fans would invite other people around and they'd become fans. But also it just felt like a massive privilege and pleasure to be invited to someone's house to do that thing. And they were always very, very special. Very... Well, they were unique, basically. We just do them now all the time, bar tours, we fly tours, that's cool. Do it in gardens, do it in basements. They're great. They're often very weird. Yours included.